much stuff
Monty
they did.
being banned.
No, Termite.
Okay.
Termite or Ibana is gonna get banned by PACT.
Well,
Or
that is
Thatcher.
the Thatcher actually being taken off the
Actually
board
smart.
by PACT, and that is interesting.
Will mean that they are going for a basement hold the first round.
And Kaid being more viable as well, as now the Ying will be banned out by Trust Gaming,
Counter banned to Hour.
who will be very sour about that one.
Like that.
Yeah, just dropping the rhymes like I drop my mixtape, and usually drop my pen as well because I have very bad hand-eye coordination.
Mira.
Okay, you're gonna say Mira, and it
Kaid?
will actually be Kaid, probably because of that Thatcher being banned by PACT. So this is a very good responsive ban from Trust Gaming, as well, even I
PACT
could
is
have
really
predicted
quick.
Kaid to be played.
PACT is really quick on that and will be banning Mira even though they had the opportunity to have it open.
But this does give the opportunity for Echo to be played, which is probably very important on this map as well.
We are going to see Mute a lot.
Oh yes.
And Mute will be played downstairs to start off with.
And indeed it will be laundry and supply room. Oh my god, Hap, how could have you predicted the most likely bomb site? Well, okay, they go to kids' dorms every now and then.
No, because Thatcher gets banned, that means that they will be denying the hatches. And that's either going to happen with Kaid or with Mute, because Mute can like make sure laundry hatch doesn't get opened up as well. And you want to get the most likely bombs that you're going to win out of the way first. So, as a term of events, then downstairs is going to be the most logical choice because there's no vertical play to take down the Mute jammers. On all the other bomb sites, you will be able to do so.
Wait, I actually see a Christmas coming out for PACT, and I don't have that guy on my list.
Christmas?
Yeah. Legion is called Christmas. Which is,
He's in the mood already.
It's my favorite time of the year because it's my birthday at that time. So, I do actually want to see Actina PACT win now.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, yes. And, well, that's how I get my belly so filled up. See, it's Christmas. Who the hell's Christmas?
It's Christmas.
Christmas? Well, whatever.
Well, let's see how he does on that Legion. Not sure if he's standing. Who are we missing?
I always have trouble.
We have Darius, Optic, Hour.
And we have Deep, so it's gonna be magic out.
Alright.
Well, Christmas is magical,
Christmas is magical, so yeah.
Maybe it's him, maybe it's just their standard sub, or maybe their coach, so this might actually hinder Actina PACT more.
Their coach is called the Wolf, so...
Oh, then this is just gonna be their happy sub in as well. That might not mean Actina PACT has the best chances to get this map. Yet Trust Gaming is also known to choke and struggle every now and then. Is there trying to take it slow early on, trying to clear out things. And eventually with those drones they will know tower is clear. And Meats will, with his Termite, be solo, which isn't the safest option.
Now he's going to be called off right there to open up the attic. So we'll give him control out of meeting. We denied any Mute jammers that could be potentially placed up there, as Mute is indeed playing on set position. Wall is going to get opened up. Optic will be forced to rotate back, and Christmas will be there to help him. As drones are coming out right now. PACT is just slowly receiving some pressure, but nothing too major as of yet.
Still one jammer in the pocket of Optic. As he also has, of course, that C4 trying to go for a fight long range with that SMG, which is, of course, the best weapon for long range fights. As slowly and steadily, Trust Gaming is moving in. Yet they don't know how to progress, though, as Quadzi now also takes a little bit of damage. I don't know if it was from falling or from some team damage, as I don't really know where he would have fought from.
Well, at least Trust Gaming has all the control they need. They have the meeting role, they have the attic, they already opened up from blue electrical box, I believe. Indeed they did. So most likely fire arrows together with smokes are going to be coming out soon, as the hatches are being covered off by the members of Trust Gaming. At that moment, we will be seeing Meads run through, get done with that plant, as there is 3 canisters left to try and deny that, so they will have to be quick because there's little time left. One good mine is going to get denied. First gas canister is going to get tossed in quite far, actually. Not sure if that will completely deny the players on set position. Quadzi, in the meantime, is still trying to just take a battle on with either Christmas or Optic.
And well, they are standing by. It's Optic indeed, still chilling out. As Quatsi is standing by, not being able to help out his teammates directly, just holding off passively in 20 seconds left. Most canisters, or maybe all, have been used, and so the smokes will pop. It's Hour standing by. That's the last actually canister going in quite deep. Deepak will actually be down, but 2 kills come in for the side of Trust Gaming. The Fuser will go down. Avage will go aggressively. Deep has the refrag, but still that means he is on his lonesome. He is the smoke. No canisters left. Quatsi will try to go for it, as actually the diffuser was not planted, and in the last second he will actually get it down, but all of them are down, and Deep will clutch it in a 1v4. Will disable the diffuser, will run around for giggles, and then eventually make it 1-0 for PACT.
4 people downed on the side. That's something new. Haven't seen that yet. As this one, Meat should have just went off right there, shot the Maestro camera, keep on planting afterwards, because that's what got him killed. He got down because of that, and everybody had to try and help him at that point. Got down in the process.
Yeah, but like, Quatsi was actively going for that fight, I believe.
Yeah, Quatsi was, but the others should have been trying to take down the Maestro camera.
Could have been a very
like, you still had the Zofia with possibly an impact. Not sure if they did.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could have just body blocked him out there, make sure the plant went down.
Yeah, well, improvement points for Trust Gaming. At least they got the hardest bomb site out of the way, which they should have won, so it's a sad moment for them. Vigil now being 6-picked by Optic, meaning Actina PACT has something up their sleeves Trust Gaming might not be expecting. It will be Kids Dorms, of course, as the second bomb site, as Deep actually had the ace last round.
Oh.
And well, that hurts.
I'm gonna be
yeah,
noting that.
I'm just gonna give him a big heart, because he loves his team and I love him getting the ace.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to be your MVP for this match?
It's hard to tell yet.
Ah, I was gonna hope you're
First
already
round.
gonna go
No,
for
Deep.
Deep.
I'm not gonna hop to it.
Oh.
It's a Dutch word for bite, basically. As if you try to bait someone and someone actually responds to it, we call that hoppen.
Yes, as well. It
It's
is
not what my name is,
a
hop,
sad moment if you do hop to certain things, as it is currently 1-0. Just Gaming is gasping for breath after being destroyed by Deep and his smoke canisters. Of course, the Maestro Cam coming into play as well. And now they'll have to go back to the drawing board, back to another bomb site, despite them being in a very, very favorable position last time around.
Nomad now getting used right here. Will be used to deny a flank lately. Like, this will basically tell you that they are going to be going for the window hold. As you see, they have a air jab together with a claymore put down on that particular door. That if they want to go up from the little tower to punch in that window to take down anybody who's in front of the window, is going to get air jabbed into a claymore. So good hold right there. That is going to be established with that air jab right there. Christmas tries to rotate out. Is actually going to take some damage from that M320 that has just shot up to 50 HP, and he didn't even see it coming. Meantime, we are seeing Optic trying to rotate up, trying to possibly go for a flank. But all the drones right here are coming down. We'll be spotting on Christmas, as he is just trying to take the drones out who are spotting. You are giving away all the information. In the meantime, Avage moved up right there, got the entry for Quatsi, got one as well. This is more like it. As we know, Trust Gaming right now, Darius is moving in, gets a beautiful shot right there onto Quatsi. 4-on-3 situation. Avage moves off at just the wrong moment, but I believe they know they have site control. This means it's going to go down for the plant. Only 3 seconds going to be left. Hour is going to get tagged down. Is it going to get retraded? I believe he's healing himself up in the process. And that will bring him into a 1-on-3 situation. Meads is down though, so an effective 1-on-2. No! They helped him up and will get dropped because of that. It's all going to be up to a fight right now, fighting off that dog who is low on HP. Wants to heal himself back up in the process. And the question is, what is Avage going to do? Is he going to run all the way around to try and get a plant on a long angle and maybe bait him out in the process? Safe angle that he's planting off behind the closet, won't be spotted in the whilst he is doing this. In the meantime, Hour is healing himself back up to full HP. Avage on this 1-on-1 situation. rotates out just at the right moment. Flashbangs are coming in to try and stall out Hour, but Hour does not get tagged. Rotates around towards the long hallway, has a drone on him, so he knows exactly where he's been coming from. And there we go. Havaj picks up that frag and wins the round.
That was so scary though, to say the least. Trust Gaming almost choking upon that one. They effectively had a 2-on-1 and decided not to plant the diffuser. Okay, sometimes you want to make it into a 3-on-1, but you didn't really know where Hour was. And so they lost 2 players, lost the diffuser, and here we see it again. Such a risky, bold move which almost cost them the round. And eventually they did win it. 1-1 after Ravage on the Ash did make a clutch. And now we'll go back to Kids Dorms once again.
Yeah. Of course, they won the downstairs bomb site. Will be forced back towards kids, basically. And you don't want to go to the kitchen. So yeah, there's no other choice PACT has right now. Of course, that one side on the board is going to be helping them. You want to get at least 3, preferably 4, if you're starting on that defense side. Trust Gaming doing whatever they need to do so far. Pretty solid round last round, except for the little choke at the end.
Leonski wasn't up anymore, right?
What?
Leonski wasn't up anymore, right? When
I don't think he was, no.
Because otherwise some air jabs would have been great. Because especially on this bomb side, PACT was really relying on some rotates, so those air jabs could have come in clutch. I think maybe that would have been something nice if Leonski would have survived a bit more to see that into play. Yet unfortunately we didn't. It is a 1-1 still, and Trust Gaming can actually take the lead right here.
A huge round right there from Havaj, currently on to 5 frags. He's doing whatever he needs to do on that Ash. The roll change seemed to have worked. Leonski again using this kind of a denial to the small tower.
Well, we actually saw that air jab into Claimer come into play effectively on the UK stream last week. Something which makes me very happy. And almost those wallbangs from PACT destroyed a Claymore.
Oh yeah. That could be quite troublesome, but why would you wallbang that, right?
Just to destroy the dreams of Trust Gaming. What else would you want to do with it?
Yeah, I know, but there would be no obvious reason to wallbang that unless you know there is going to be a Claymore located at that position. Oh well. Havaj is going to get down this time. Oh, it's actually going to be held back up. Unsure of how he got down. That maybe from below C4. No, it's not going to be the case either. One thing is for sure though. Christmas is going to be spotting them out anytime soon. We'll know that that wall is going to get opened up, and look at how stacked they are at the bottom floor. Optic then picks up Deepak, is going to be the entry frag. Capital will be removed off the board, and Trust Gaming somehow seems to struggle just a little bit so far on their attacking side.
Yeah, it's actually interesting to see how Trust Gaming falls back into the system they had last week as well, losing their utility very early on. Losing a Vash would have been painful, but losing Deepak is maybe a bit more painful, as those smokes, those flame arrows will go away as Christmas takes down 2. Quatsi and Vash both go down. Leonski now also being taken out by Deep, meaning it's a 1v5 for Meat. He will take a lot of damage, will take 1 kill, yet he will fall straight after, meaning PACT will take the lead. It's actually seeming very strong. And that is for a team that is yet to get a point this season.
And that shows how close we are right now on the competitive level. We're entering 1-2 right now. Trust Gaming going to the laundry once again. The one they could have won if they weren't all 4 down. So they're going to have to change things up a little bit. Maybe take care of Deep before they start going for the plan. Because
would be nice.
Would be nice.
We've seen before that, well, Deep is a guy that can sometimes do like aces, and that hurts.
Well, let's see. We are going to see the Maverick coming in, so hatches will be opened up nonetheless. Will take a lot more time to do so, though. So any roamer of PACT could potentially capitalize on that, picking up 1 or 2 frags if they're not paying attention.
Again, our will play on the Maestro last time around. His cam was very effective into bothering Trust Gaming.
Maybe that's why they pick Maverick. Because the
Oh.
blowtorch one-shots the Evil Eye.
Yeah,
Just
but
walk up there, do that.
Still, like, it was the camera downstairs, so it's still a
Yeah,
very
I know,
risky
but
thing.
if you smoke off all lines
Yeah,
of
that's
sight, you
true.
can walk up to it.
Just hold mouse 1, hope
Blowtorch
you'll
it.
get it.
Yeah. I'm just theory crafting right now, because last time they got there, they had smoke, so they could have basically smoked it off if they wanted to.
So many chances for Trust Gaming to have made it work in the first round, yet they did not. As Actina PACT is currently in the lead. Leonski is going for that hunting with that Maverick, of course. Taking out cameras left, right, and center because he's such a pro with his aim. And the rest of the team again stacking up quite close together. And he's actually going for an aggressive angle early on.
Yeah, he is.
If this would pay out, Actina PACT is really making a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. But well, of course, it's hard to actually challenge that. What surprises me more is that Leonski is not using the echo if he's using that kind of an angle right there. Meantime, Leonski is denying the mute jammer, allowing Meads to put down his exothermic charge, opening up the attic wall. That will be one piece of control given away by Actina PACT. At what cost? Well, just a little bit of fuel and one exothermic charge. So pretty effective clear right there from Trust Gaming, as Leonski will now most likely be going downwards to help Meads out here. Opening up that wall to the electric box.
Actina PACT is slowly delaying the side of Trust Gaming though. Was Christmas playing upstairs still at the attic, trying to put in some shots, trying to pull Trust Gaming towards him. Wanting them to waste as much time as possible, and there's only 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Leonski is committing, can still drop into meeting though, as they now have full control. Yet they do not know where Christmas is, and he's actually trying to flank as well.
What they're doing is actually quite smart. They're putting one person to just... They did this last time as well, to control and contest the guys up top, as Optic now picks up Leonski. Vajc gets a refrag in, Deepak gets one of his own as well. There's going to be the Maestro off the board, so this will make planting a lot easier. With 50 seconds left, 2 canisters already being used. Right now they only have to just get in there and plant, as Quadzi is going to get picked up by Darius. It's going to be 40 seconds left in this 3-on-3 situation. And there's still one roamer on the side of PACT alive. Last canister gets deployed, Vajc picks up Optic, and right now he will be pushing from the back. And the question is, does PACT know? And are they going to be able to do anything against it? Deep Dan moves in right there to try and challenge him with the shotgun right there. Picks up a Vajc, but this will allow Meads to go in for a potential plant. And will be doing so indeed. Cover will be coming down by Deepak if everything goes alright. They cannot do anything against it right now. They need to go for the wallbang right there. Gets picked up. Diffuser gets planted. And Meads is still alive. It's all up to Deep to try and clutch this out. He already has one. Can he pick up 2 more? As he's coming in quite closely right there. The answer is no. Deepak finishes him off. And that will bring things to a 2-2.
And we're back to even Stevens to see if Trust Gaming will eventually take this lead. The supply room and laundry room, of course, still able to be picked up by PACT, and so they will go back to it again. They won it in the first round, yet we do probably agree that it was a slight throw of Trust Gaming. So this might not be the bomb site they want to play again.
No, possibly not, but of course they don't have another option yet, so...
Well, like, go for kitchen, like crazy
I
people.
don't think that's what you want to do.
Go for tower.
Tower is only like for the Frenchies.
Oh yeah, okay, I forgot. Well, they have 2 out of 3 colors in their flag.
That's
as
true.
the Frenchies do.
So do the Dutchies. They have 3 out of 3 colors, right? So.
Oh, okay, so then Trust Gaming should have been better on tower anyway. Yeah. Well, let's see. Vajc is currently top of the board for Trust Gaming, and so is Deep with a 7 frags. Yet we have to mention that Deep got 5 out of those 7 in the first round, and afterwards in the coming 3 he wasn't that strong.
Yeah, by spreading those skills out just a little bit by getting in some clutches when necessary. Say that one-on-one. Beautifully played right there. Good placement of the drones by Trust Gaming to make sure that actually happened. And PACT are just sticking with the same setup. And by now they should notice it's not working.
Like, see the groove, see the Rhythm coming to gaming is knowing what they're up against. And I've looked at the demos, of course, from PACT last week. They were playing against M&M, I believe. Yeah, that was the 7-1. I tried to analyze what went wrong for PACT. Yet the only conclusion I found was that they were purely outclassed.
If it's
Outgunned.
a 7-1, I think that it's quite clear. Yeah, you just get out strategized and outskilled.
Yeah, so there wasn't much to analyze, and now I can see certain things coming back, like PACT not really responding to what Trust Gaming is throwing at them. As you said, doing the same thing over and over, and here you see Trust Gaming just slowly getting in control. Optic is still standing there, the Mute Jammer of course helping him out, but still it is so scary as that will now be destroyed. It's like, oh wait, what just happened? And PACT takes out Christmas.
Yeah, there's going to be entry frag. C4 is going to get tossed in, potentially picking up a kill. Actually, not at all. There's a little bit of damage and is almost going to lose his life right there, as he is going to get tagged down just a little bit, falls down all the way into meeting. And he's lucky that nobody is watching that, because a fire arrow comes through. Leonski finally picks him up, and that's a 5-on-3 from the get-go. Our on the Echo is going to be the only hope to get it with Deep to try and stall this out as long as possible. But the longer that Trust Gaming waits, that the harder it's going to be for them. So they will have to put some pressure on there, especially if they have the IQ to take down those yokai drones. And that is most likely what Leonski is hoping for. He's trying to hunt those yokais, because those yokais are going to try and make sure they cannot get the plant down.
Now the big thing is Leonski, of course, the in-game leader, has to orchestrate the rest of his team around him so he can actually take out those yokai drones. If he can communicate it properly, his team should be able to win this round with relative ease. More destruction coming in, yet no damage on the remaining players from Actina PACT, and there's still 3 canisters left for Deep. And so time is dwindling down, flashes are now coming in, and so Trust is dropping. Yet they don't know exactly what to do yet. No kills coming in, some fire coming in. Quasi takes down Darius, that is one of the non-stallers. As Leonski has the follow-up onto our only Deep is remaining. The diffuser will be planted, yet they don't know where Deep is going to be coming from. He will try to go through the meeting hall. As the diffuser has been planted, it is a 1v4, and he knows this will be a very hard battle.
Yeah, he has to go for the flank, as he already went for the top floor right there, trying to take down a Vige. Succeeded in doing so, but that's not going to be the case. Gas canisters are going to be deployed right there, as he did not use any. And right now, PACT has to wonder, was it the right choice to put Deep on that contesting spot?
Well, it seems like a no-no. He will get a good chance onto Deepak, will actually down him as well, and still go for a second one. The problem is he ran out of ammo, meaning Trust Gaming has now taken the lead. It is 3-2 in their favor, as Meats got the last frag. And that means PACT is again struggling, something they have done so much this season, yet they do seem strong, as they sometimes do before in other matches.
Definitely so, and right now that one was a pretty convincing round. PACT now has the opportunity to go back to Kid Storms. Will be doing so. And right now...
But that bomb side was also a 50-50 for him.
Yeah, they could have lost that one as well, and they actually lost it once. But after 2 convincing wins from Trust Gaming, and the only win was just basically Trust choking in the first round, I think they just realized, okay, 50-50 is probably better than
70-30.
Well, which was basically a 90-10, but because of Deep performing well at that point,
yeah,
they managed to win that out.
Well, Deep again doing what he needed to do, yet the rest of his team just slugging behind a little bit.
I dare to argue, because Deep is not supposed to play that position. If
That's
4
true.
people are pushing from the other side, smoke is so much more valuable on that position. Like, it would have even been better to use Echo with his gun right there, because the smoke is actually going to be denying them from moving through. The Echo will just give them a disorientation thing, which most likely will resume in them not pushing through. But they could just run through and then get stunned.
Yeah.
But they're already going to be on the side and could be pre-aiming an angle that you could be peeking. So smoke is so much more valuable to put him on the position where most people are going to be coming from, instead of just trying and let him challenge the other top fragger, because it was just a top fragger battle right there. Show off who had the biggest top fragging potential. I won't say something different, but
well, PACT is slowly getting up to speed, but at that moment it is the Termite of Trust Gaming with an opener. A thing you don't really see that often.
No, you
but
don't.
if Meats gets the opportunity, a player is probably early peaking, well then Christmas, your time has come.
I like how he just stumbled into the small tower right there. Such a long angle that he held. Picking up that frag. Optic now trying and contest a little bit from the kitchen, but realizes that he already got spotted out. Now trying to hunt that drone. Vach is already creeping up on him together with Quadzy, who's holding off the angle. Has to be careful that he will not be taken down, because if that happens, it's going to be spelling bad news. Optic basically stalled out right there. Darius then picks up one frag onto Leonski, allowing him to live a little bit longer. Vach though picks up that frag into Optic, and that means that right now, oh, trades coming in by Darius once again. Darius with a double as well.
So confusing what is happening.
So confusing indeed.
It's like watching a tennis game going back and forth, and if Darius looks left, I believe there was a player there as well.
Yeah, there was.
And now we are really uncertain of what the future will hold. It is Darius still in an awkward position, sees the Ash go by, and that means yet another frag for him. A one-tap onto a Vash. And there's still more targets left to find if he just turns around. Meats and PACT, the only two players left standing for Trust Gaming. And the droning game is just less than mediocre at this moment. As Meats will now open up another wall. PACT will take the fight towards Darius, will take him very low, will go for the pistol. Yet Darius just reloads, has a better gun right now, and will go for that pick.
Yeah, Darius on 1 HP is going to pick up another one. 4 kills right now, as he's going to be hunting for that ace. Won't happen. Our will be finishing things off, and that means we are going to a 3-3 scoreline, I believe.
Yep.
After Darius picks up a good 4K right there.
But it's so bad from Just Gaming.
That as well. But he was just silently moving through right there. So that's roaming done at his finest right there.
Yeah, but the worst thing is, he was moving right between players that were droning. That should have actually come across him at a certain point. We're good friends with the Trust Gaming side, so we know how to say mean things and still have them love us. This is just going back to week 1. Making silly mistakes, basic mistakes, which we were hoping they would not make.
And it's Trust Gaming on the other hand, so they will most likely keep on making these small mistakes, and I don't think they will ever go.
Well, sometimes those small mistakes will work out wonders and actually open up possibilities for your own team. For instance, if Darius would have still walked into a guy with his gun out, it would have been an entirely different round. Yet this time, Darius with his great aim, 8 frags in total, actually destroyed Trust Gaming. 4 kills, as you said, which is probably the thing Trust Gaming wasn't expecting, a Jaeger to be roaming so aggressively. But that's something you should probably expect.
Passively, because he wasn't rushing, he was just moving through silently at the right timing. So it's just all the factors coming together right there in that roam, which made it work so wonderful well. Like, if he does it a second time, it most likely won't work, and he's gonna die with like either the first or second.
Yeah, but that's because just Gaming then learns, saying, well, he might be roaming around, we have to drone a bit better. But they should have been droning better at the first moment.
True. But if he like started to roam like 5 seconds later, then he would have been picked up as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff.
Certain things coming together as Vash is still in the tower, going a little bit aggressively. But there are a lot of players standing by. Luckily, he has a lot of ammo in his rifle. Still, Optic though gets the frag. And Vash was there without any support. No. That he was spotted, still goes for a spray, still is in an awkward position, and then of course he will be taken out.
Didn't expect to be pushed that quickly, because to be fair, it was a real quick push coming down right there. Well played. Oh, nice. That is unlucky. Deep is disappointed in himself. You can see
at least we saw the animation of the air jab.
Yeah, we saw it go actually live.
And that is something you don't always see. As Just Gaming is again struggling. Vash has lost his life early on, and as he is that Maestro, of course, that is something you don't really want to see. A man with a big rifle with a huge amount of ammo, which can come into key later on in the match.
Well, or door, so to say, is going to get opened up by Christmas. Tries to create a little angle into Leonski. Won't be the case though, as he is falling back all the way into the laundry room. And as that hatch hasn't been opened up yet, he can afford it to get into that position.
Yeah, that's actually something we have to say. Late hatch opening from Actina PACT, 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Of course, there's also the mute jammer, which comes into a certain degree of play.
Hatch is still closed though on the laundry.
It is indeed rather close. Leonski is still holding those angles. Now they will try to attack from the meeting hall. D-Pack is actually going aggressively with that SMG, and will he get some frags? That is the big question. There are drones though trying to spot him out, and now it will be Deep actually taking down Quadzy.
I believe that was due to him getting caught into an air jab, and right now it's going to be up to Leonski, who is roaming upstairs still to try and make something happen, or at least stall them for as long as possible. Christmas then takes down Leonski. That means the roamer is going to be gone. There's still another one though. I believe that's D-Pack that's still up there. Now gets picked up as well. It's all going to be up to Meads. Won't be able to make it happen. Christmas picks him up as well, and PACT are taking their first offensive round as well onto the bottom floor bomb site.
And this is something we didn't really expect to happen. Actina PACT still has 0 points despite making matches very close. Against Trust Gaming, who just had a draw against Vitality earlier on tonight, you don't expect them to win.
No, you definitely don't. So, don't know whether that is Trust Gaming just having some issues right now, or if they're just having fun, being a bit tired. Of course, the timestamp doesn't actually help them. It's quarter past 11 already, so...
Oh, wait! I remember a certain detail about Trust Gaming.
It's not true anymore.
No, it's not true anymore?
No, he's on the attic of his house right now. So
some backstory for you people in the chat. Leonski wasn't allowed to speak past 10 p.m. I believe, for a very long time. Because of, I don't know, people wanting to sleep in his house, but now he apparently moved to the attic, so now he has a voice to reckon with.
Definitely. Still has to be a bit quiet, maybe. But
yeah, most likely he can't scream his lungs out, but at least it's a certain improvement to be able to talk at a certain level.
That's what we are for, right? To scream our lungs out if that's necessary.
Hell yeah. Well, let's go. It's another round full of passion, as Trust Gaming has also picked up the unbanned Echo. But Avage will have to be careful to bring that into play effectively, as Actina PACT seems to be able to pick them off individually time and time again. And the roamers of Trust Gaming seemingly not being too effective just yet.
Yeah, now this time no Maestro, but an Echo. As Echo is a bit more useful if you die on early. How you wonder, well, those chems are basically invisible and can be used by other people's spots on, as the evil eyes cannot move any longer if the owner dies. So that might be the reasoning behind it. You see the same thing that Trust Gaming did. Just the denial of the small tower right there, just putting up an air jab and a claymore, making sure that no one can rotate in if they even want to. And Christmas is playing on that Ash, feeling confident right here. We'll be opening up with the M320 Viper Strike. Actually almost hit it deep right there.
Well, he did slightly.
He did slightly. Could have ended up worse. Second one is going to get used as well. No actual...
Meats is now actually low. Was that due to that nade?
I think it was.
And that is a bad start for the smoke of Trust Gaming, meaning he's onto 30 HP. And the yokai drones are moving across slowly, hoping they'll get into a decent position. And so time will tick. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Actina PACT has done that first damage, has gotten certain positionings. Now they need to get the kills.
I want to see our move up to the bottom of this hatch and actually open it up with its X-Carriers, because it's possible. If someone else is holding off the rotation right there, that could just be... Why is Avage... Okay. Normally, people on the MP5 or the LDAP play in ACOG. But Avage uses holographic on both. Now, most likely we'll have to do with his screen settings, because of 4.3 you don't need to use an ACOG. Holo gives you the same advantage. But still strange to see.
Yeah, and again he's going for the tower where he lost his life when he was playing that Maestro earlier on. D-Pack now going for the fight, not winning it against Deep, still dealing a little bit of damage though. Deep is actually rather close to a player of Trust Gaming going up the stairs. Just a little bit too late, and now Vash takes out Christmas as well. The hunt did not go too well as the hunter became the hunted. That means the Echo is still alive. The yokai drones can still come into effect if he just stays alive at that area. Now Deep will actually lose his life to Deepak as well. He was lying on top of the stairs, so that's bad droning from PACT, meaning they're now behind 2 players.
Just laying down there until he heard it. Quadzy picking at 1 as well. But look at the HP on Trust Gaming. 2 members are so low. Same goes for Darius though. Just a 1 shot as he is going to get finished off by Deepak. Meads then takes down Optic brutally with that M59 shotgun. And that will bring things back up onto a draw in a way more convincing style.
Yeah, a clean round right there from the side of Trust Gaming. Yet we must also say that what Trust Gaming sometimes did wrong on their offense, PACT did here as well. Lack of droning, lack of acknowledgement of certain positions, and solo hunting certain players. Avash was being chased down by Christmas all on his lonesome, and then it's a 1v1, a fight. Of course, Avash can win with that Echo, and so he did. 4-4 is the score.
And 4 more rounds to go.
And we'll go to laundry room.
You know 4-4?
No.
Chate? No, not Chate. It's I almost accused someone else. It's a macro meme that comes around in the Rainbow6 scene. Because there was this one guy who used the 4 as macro key. And he got found out, so he got busted.
Correct.
And now he got Beneroni'd.
Ripperoni in pepperoni, and that is just what you get for hacking.
Yeah.
There's certain things you shouldn't do. Fail
Such
at school, like me, hacking, be mean to your parents, something you shouldn't do. Because, well, parents are some people you need sometimes. Like Hap, he always gets picked up by his dad after the show.
Yeah, because I cannot get back with
public transport.
As soon as this show ends, the last train leaves. So.
Yeah, and then people would probably wonder, like, oh, but Tolisma, why don't you bring Hap home then? Well, that would probably be like an extra 3 hours of driving, which isn't too healthy for me.
Kind of live on the other side of the country.
And well, it is now actually Leonski dying to Darius early on. What is happening?
Not the Avash just brings it back right there. That's gonna be deep off the board, and Quadzy will be rotating through from the outside. Just complete mayhem right here to try and support Avash, because as soon as Avash got that kill, right now they are gonna be pushed. They are gonna be focused on the tower because they want to have the tower control. The Maestro is playing there. There's gonna be a huge pick. And look at that, Deepak and Meads are also coming to help. Every single member of Trust Gaming was focused towards the tower at that point.
They were happy to fight, and so they did. Bring it into a 4-on-4, losing Leonski, not exactly the most valuable player. Utility-wise, of course, Quadzy is a little bit lower on that ranking. Before you start.
But the goo mines.
Yeah,
I don't know. You generate them over time.
Of course, but then still.
I'm ready to lose the mute.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's pretty. He has a shotgun as SMG and a nitro cell as well. Of course, it is something different, as Quadzy is trying to play with the stuff in this house, as now the hatch will actually not be opened.
Yeah, they're using the Maverick to do so, and it will take some time. In the meantime, Christmas is gonna get tagged up a little bit by the smoke, as C4 didn't land either. So Quadzy is actually in a very good position right here, and I'm not even sure if they know where he is. And after he missed the shots, he is going to be rotating out right there, trying to give away that position. Hopefully baiting them in. Oh, that's going to be such a dangerous thing to do. Somehow, Avash manages to live right there. But look at that. Trust Gaming is completely set up towards that hold. Darius, in the meantime, will be opening up a hatch from the back, and that will be called out. Most likely, we will see a small rotate coming through from the side of PACT, which will mean 2 members are going to be dropping through these hatches to try and come in with a back flank, or back creep, if we use these correct terminologies. Our moves in with the diffuser will be forced out with the diffuser because of the smoke canister. Is actually quite low, less than 25 HP, I believe just on 20 right there. Has to be careful with his life, because another canister will be denying him, will be destroying him.
Now he will try to move in. I believe it was Christmas trying to bait out another canister. And now actually Quasi has the angle. Lavage takes down Optic as well as a 4-on-2 meets. And D-Bag will stop as well. And that means Trust Gaming will win this round and will actually do some great stuff. Will actually take that lead and get close to that safe haven.
Yeah, one more round and they will be safe. Of course, they want to get that 7-4 on the scoreboard, or at least a 7-5, because they need the points. If they get these 3 points, then our top 5 will be, if I'm correct, I'll be within 4 or 5 points.
Well, I won't argue with you, because at this moment my math skills have gone out of the drain. Trust Gaming has taken the lead and will go to kitchen and dining hall. Of course, a bomb site you reckon you won't really have too much of a chance on. But then afterwards, they can just go back to kids' dorms. Afterwards, just go back to laundry supply room. Live the dream.
Definitely so, and we have seen Trust Gaming win this one beforehand. And, well, PACT, not too sure if they had to attack this one before yet.
We haven't seen it this
not
match.
Today,
No.
but maybe they have in the previous times. But considering there was some 7-1s on that one, not sure.
Well, it is going to be, of course, Trust Gaming setting up, knowing this bomb site is the hardest one to hold. And then how are you going to approach it? There is a Twitch that can, of course, destroy those bandit wires, which would make Meats very, very sad. But then again, it is what is.
That's why he's holding on to most of them. He's just putting down one, so there's only one wall. He would have to bend the trick. But what's most likely is going to happen is we are going to see Optic go through that door, uses impact grenades on the shield.
Oh, Quasi actually took down the first drone and is actually having a run out. Yet he will come back empty-handed. But at least taking down one Twitch drone. Oh no, it was actually still there. Just kidding.
Black Eye already being taken down right here, is I believe they are going to go for the same kind of small tower denial. As the Twitch drone is now going to be moving in right here. Uncertain if they will actually spot it out right there. And there we go. Twitch drone is going to get removed. And that will only take down one bandit wire right there. As Optic is going to be ready. He's going to be putting in that double impact grenade. One onto the castle, one onto the shield. But what he doesn't know is that Avage is ready in the tower to actually go for the instant frag as soon as he does that. But gives away the position that he is actually on top. Whilst he isn't. Beautiful. Ooh, almost trying to get that one. Would have had it with ACOG. Maybe almost walks into the pre-fire right there when he tries to get back in. Navaj will still manage to survive and bought some more time for his teammate Meads. As Deep is worried about where he is going to be peaked from next. Meantime, Christmas is going to try and help him out as well. Put some damage. Actually put down a breaching charge, I believe. Oh, exothermic charge gets bandit tricked. Meads doesn't give a single cow about the wall being opened up right there.
Good save.
Yeah, good save, right.
Well, I think Avage is still in the tower trying to distract Acting Impact. And because he's playing there, they can't really face that doorway. And Deep is still invested into holding it off. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. Leonski is also being annoying, now being droned out by Christmas. And another player, Optic, is standing by around, also trying to maybe stun him. But he's also used a lot of his utility. Avage will help him out, already rotated around. Takes down the Sophia, meaning it's a 5-on-4 and Trust Gaming can actually win this round.
Yeah, exothermic charge will be used on, actually breaching charge will be used on the castle barricade right there as Christmas is quite low. Leonski is playing that aggressive angle right there. They know the positioning, they know where the players are, and right now Trust Gaming has Actina Pack cornered in. There's no way they can go as Hour will be picking up Quatsi. There's going to be a start that they can possibly need, but they will need some more to build on. Right now they are coming from the back, and Leonski has to watch out. He's not going to be shot in the back as Meats picks up Deep. Right now, time will only tell. Darius picks up one. Leonski gets a trade. Leonski gets a double kill right there. It's all going to be up to one. Meads then flicks him into his head as he tried to jump over the shield. And that means Trust Gaming are safe. They are right now 6-4 and are going back to the favorite bomb site of Kids Dorms to try and finish things off.
And that will mean Trust Gaming has it all to win. Instead of actually going to the 5-5 they expected after picking the kitchen bomb site, of course they had to. They actually won it. 6-4 match point. Getting those 3 points and actually ending today on a high would be very important after last week. As we mentioned before, they lost 2 matches. They were playing with his substitute. Quatsi only came back from holiday just before the matches started. So those were 6 points they lost entirely. And also their round difference was gone out of the window. And here they can bring it back. 7-4, not the biggest win if they do bring it back home here. But still, it is one you really, really cherish.
And of course, they're trying to keep up to date with their rivals from the UK, M&M, and the Finnish lineup of Go Skilla. Go Skilla got a draw. M&M got 2 draws actually, and Go Skilla then got 3 points. So Go Skilla is +4, M&M is +2, and right now Trust Gaming is looking for a +4 as well, which would be putting them at a, so to say again,
Happy place.
Very close with the numbers 1, 2, and 3.
It is going to be a very vital round for both sides. Trust Gaming will maybe go that little bit aggressive like Quatsi sometimes wants to do. It is risky, yet it does sometimes pay off as well. We saw in the previous round where Avage was playing from the tower on the Maestro, delaying massively.
Yeah, definitely so, and the question is, will they be able to do it again, or will PACT actually read it out this time and make sure they can deny these players before they start their final offensive? Of course, 2 more rounds possibly to go. Maybe 1. Trust Gaming manages to pull it off right here. Fight with the headshot as Christmas wants to run up to the garage wall. That's going to be the start. But be a good start.
They knew he was there. It was pinged out. And so they still lose a player. Some drones are being taken out. And then Hour, of course, is holding off that angle. But that's way too late. Avage knows because of his yokai drone. And can just pre-aim it. Can just say, well, this guy is now running away. Then I'll just pre-fire. And then he'll might focus on me again. Or at least some other player. Now it's going to be Optic. Also spotted out. It's going to be a pre-aim. But now Avage oversteps his boundaries. Another player will go up. Optic will be somewhat aware, but will still be taken out if the peek would have come in. And Quatsi knows. Quatsi will try to fight, yet he won't get the kill.
That's enough. Just shooting at him is enough. This will keep Optic busy for possibly like 30 more seconds, because he has no clue where Quatsi is. No one is actually droning that tower. So Quatsi can just rotate out, and until he's spotted out somewhere else again, he will be moving out. Buck in the meantime coming in from below will be taking down Leonski together with Darius, and that will bring PACT on a 1-man advantage right here. But somehow Trust Gaming still has a good opportunity to win this one. They still have the anchors ready and the goo mine set, and with 1 minute left, those will start to haunt you, especially since Mead still has some canisters left to be deploying. Over time, he picks up Quatsi. That's going to be 1 negative point for the side of Trust Gaming. Deepak is going to get one of his own right there. He's going to try and maybe take down some more soon, as, you know, he's just trying to hold on right here, but he's getting spotted constantly. So it's hard for the players of Trust Gaming right now to stay in a good spot without giving away the information.
First smoke canister now being used. 30 seconds left on the clock, and so utility will fly in. There are still nades. Optic will actually take down Deepak despite walking into every goo mine. Meets with 1 kill, takes down another. And Deepak actually took down Deep as well. Unfortunately, though, it was not enough. Actina PACT brings it back, but now Just Gaming can go to laundry and supply room.
And also to kids and dorms, so they are going to have the opportunity now to just decide whatever they want to do.
This was a key moment in my eyes.
Yep.
Should have probably had another player spotting for him.
Or that, or peek from 2 windows at the same time, so you guarantee the frag. And look at that, Meads right here, just getting the down right there. Not able to turn around quick enough to bring it back. And that means we are going to the very, very last round once again. As that hasn't been the case yet today.
Oh, well, there's only been 1 match, I believe.
Yeah, 4-7 in the first one.
No, then 2 times, because we also had 7-4 in the previous match. Supremacy first Extreme Video Esport.
7-5?
Really?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at producer. I've written it down wrong once before today. Last match was a 7-5, right?
Or was it a 7-4? 4.
Okay, I'm wrong twice, so don't mind me.
I was doing a laugh from the Sesame Street count.
Alright.
13 kills, by the way, for Ovage, a decent amount. As we'll go into the last round, as you said, match point for Trust Gaming, or can Actina PACT get their first point in this season? 1 point seems like nothing, but for your mentality, it might be a very big turnaround. And at least they can maybe still fight for that top 4 qualification and retain their spot in the Challenger League. Now they are setting up once again for the kids' dorms, I believe. That is risky, yet it is what they want to do.
Yeah, maybe if I just going to be playing a bit more passively right now, is indeed going into the tower once again. And I'm wondering if he's going to get backup from the start now.
Yeah, well, Quatsi was somewhat around, but still roaming a bit too much to really be of assistance for Ovage. Now he seems to be rather close, but then they should not be a little bit too crazy.
Do you see the big change?
Oh, the P coming in, yet no kill. Leonski actually going low. On a fight he should have probably won. It is Quatsi still helping out his mate though, and they're very heavy, playing again towards this tower. And there is the utility already flying in from Actina PACT. Still no repels though coming in.
As he is actually going up and down right there a little bit. Just a lot of time being wasted by the side of Trust Gaming right here on the fight. As he is going to give almost pick up a frag right here into Darius. Literally 1 HP. Grenade will deal no damage whatsoever. And I was about to say, they chose a Maverick this time instead of a Buck. So they have a harder time clearing out Leonski. Quatsi picks up deep. That's going to be the entry frag. Darius is on 1 HP. Hour then picks up Leonski, who was roaming below, it looks like. As right now, everything can still go either way. Only thing if I just to do is land 1 shot. He does so indeed. Will be taking down Darius. Have the man advantage right now. They need to keep on to that. No more grenades on the side of Sledge. All of I just to do is just go prone.
Quatsi is coming in. Christmas is trying to tunnel vision as Optic now takes out Quatsi. Ovage though with the refrag takes down 2 almost. As the Echo Drone actually brought in his first frag as well. Now the Sophia stun nades. Almost all utility already being used by PACT. Trying to take out the guy in the tower. They don't see his foot just yet. And they're trying to do more and more. And they wallbang just a little bit too much to the left. And Ovage is just chilling there saying, well, I'll just stun you. I have those Yokai drones anyway. Takes down Hour now. Only 1 player left. That's Optic. He'll take down Ovage in the end. But is in a 1v2 with very low HP.
Ovage wasted so much time right there and did so much damage, taking down 2 kills in total. It's going to be up to Optic right now. Has to worry about... Nope, doesn't have to worry about goo mines. Just has to worry about the canisters. And I'm not sure if Meads has them prepped, because that will be a good idea right now. 30 seconds left on the clock. Optic is going to drone, and that means that he will have little time left once he finally gets there. Deepak denies that drone, and now they will almost certainly know where he's going to be going from. Just 1 tick of that gas canister and he will be dead. Moves through that rotation hole, knows there is no goo mines right there, and they're actually going to give him a chance of fighting, as he is going to be moving in. He moves in right into a crossfire, and he gets picked up. 7-5 is going to be the scoreline for Trust Gaming versus PACT. Trust Gaming walks away with 4 points today, and well, we have a very, very close top 5 in the challenge.
Yeah, PACT still on that 0 points despite going to 7-5, I believe, 3 times already this season.
Twice today.
Twice today as well. Sad, painful, but at least they have hope of at least getting points later on. It is a long season. They can still bring it back. They